In this video, I'm going to show you a great alternative to greeting cards using acrylic paint pouring. These are really inexpensive and actually cheaper than buying greeting cards and much more personalised. I'm Christine of Christine's Crafts, and this channel is dedicated to crafting on a budget. So what are you going to need for this craft activity? You're going to need some small canvas boards. Now, I've got a pack of 6 of these for £2 here in the UK. So very inexpensive and about the size of a greeting card. You're going to want some acrylic pouring paints or ordinary acrylic paints that you water down. Something to pop them in, it doesn't matter if they're fancy cups like this, anything, so that you can pour it onto your canvas. Some sort of tool to tidy up around the edge of your canvas, any old plastic knife would do. And you're going to need some thick paper or thin card to do the back of them to put your message on. I use a thin card because I think it covers the back well. So the first thing you want to do is check the size of your canvas boards, and then you want to make a piece of your card to cover the back. Now make it slightly smaller than your canvas board, otherwise it'll stick out over the edge, you'll just not be precise enough, and just mark it up on your paper. You'll see I measure in 2 places just to make sure I get good straight lines that are square to each other, and then cut that out. And that's what you're going to write your message on. And you need one of those for every canvas that you're going to do. So you can see that that will just cover nicely on the back and just leave a small area around the edge, and that should look fabulous. Now you can write whatever message you want on there, you can decorate it however you want, but it's going to also mean that it covers any excess paint you get on the back of your canvas. So to start with, you need somewhere that you don't mind getting painty. Now I use just my ordinary desk, but I do use a tray to capture all my paint in. You don't have to, but remember you are going to get paint all over it and you're going to need to clean up. Whichever way you do it, you're going to need something to place your canvas on so you can get your fingers underneath the canvas to move it and to clean it up. So prepare your paints. You might want to use them straight out of their container, but I'm choosing for this first one to put a different colour paint in each pot, and then I can apply them separately. If you stay till the end, you'll see me use lots of different acrylic paint pouring techniques, and you can see how they all work out. So in this one, I'm simply taking each colour and spreading it. Just one after the other, so one's going to go on top of the other. Now you can see I'm trying to get some of it within the others so that it's not just one big pile, but it is quite haphazard. So don't worry, you can put it wherever you like. I haven't put a lot of paint on this one, and I'm just relying on being able to get it to go everywhere I want to as I tilt it and tip it. And that's the basic technique for acrylic paint pouring. Put on your paint and then tilt it so that it goes where you want. Now you'll see I've just not quite got some on some of the edges, and I'm just tidying up using my tool. And then once it's tidy and you're happy, you just need to put it to dry. In the meantime, I'm doing another one where I've mixed my paints up into the 2 pots, and then I'm pouring them on so that they go on together. A lot more paint this time, a lot easier to cover the canvas, and a slightly different effect. The beauty of acrylic paint pouring is that you can play around like this and do them all differently, but on each one, as you can see, you tidy up the edge before I pop it somewhere to dry. This one, a little bit different again, twirling around, making sure I've got paint everywhere I want it, touching up those corners, and then the traditional tilt it. And you'll see I've used a lot richer colours on this one. I've got some gold and some dark blue in there, and this actually is my favourite of them when it comes out the other end. Absolutely love this one. And they're all going to sit and dry. So whilst they're drying, you could prepare your messages. Now, I choose to handwrite mine, but one thing you can do, of course, is print messages off on the computer and then stick them on for a very professional finish. I prefer the personal touch, and of course you can put your name on, you can put anything you like on here. And then once they're all dry and you've got all your messages you want, it's just a case of choosing the message to go on the canvas. So you can see I'm using different coloured card for the back, different messages, You can use these for lots of different opportunities. You're not restricted to just birthdays. You could use them for anything you might send a card for. So I'm just going to show you now how I finished one off. So you just take your canvas, check your message fits on there nicely, and I found the best way of attaching them is using double-sided tape. You get a nice clean tidy finish and it's pretty strong. Now you could just glue them on, but this really is an instant, it's done, and then you could pop it straight in the post if you wanted to. Make sure you put your tape around the edges so they don't curl up and they don't get caught on things. And then it's a case of placing it carefully onto the back of your canvas. And that really is all there is to it. And you've now got something that you can send as a card, but also doubles up as a gift, as a small piece of artwork for the person you send it to. Now, if you've really enjoyed doing your acrylic paint pouring here, or you think this is the thing for you, if you click on the video on the screen, you'll see a great video about paint pouring on rocks, which is another way of doing it. Or under the video, there is a playlist of all my acrylic paint pouring videos so far. So if you fancy seeing some more, please click on one of those and have a look. If you've enjoyed this, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up below. And any comments you want to add, I do try and reply to them all. Thank you.